What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So what what's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. What I'm going to talk to you today about is that oil baffle from I think it's Improved Racing that I put inside the Fbody oil pan. Before, I had to run at least 8 quarts of oil in the Fbody oil pan to get my oil pressure from not dropping on a hard launch. So I did a 130, actually 128 was the best 60 foot I did so far. So I haven't moved back to XRP where I got my best 60 foot at, and I haven't turned it up on the line. So most of the racing I've been doing has been like no prep, or we just had a prep race this last prep test and tuning prep race last weekend. But I had other issues, man. There's always something going on with the car. So now I got this wheel wobble. That I need to figure out. But anyway, so let's take a look at the data log and see what the oil pressure is doing now with the oil baffle in there. So let's look at it. I'm just gonna look at my screen here. Now, what I want to do, so this is a Holiday Terminator. I love data log, so I can look at everything. So this is the hole on the 2-step right here. This jagged section right here. This is my oil pressure line right here. Now, as you can see, it does drop, but I think that's because the RPM drops as well. Like, this is my RPM line right here. And as you can see, when the RPM drops, the oil pressure drops. However, the bad thing that I don't quite like about it, as the RPM goes back up, the oil pressure is not, it's kind of going back up, but it kind of goes, starts and drops, and then goes and starts and drops and goes, which is kind of weird. So I'm gonna have to figure this issue out right here. But as far as the hard launch, right, get out these, so you can get rid of these lines. So let's just take a look at the oil pressure, right? This dot means I'm on the trans brake right here. So if you're on the trans brake, I got 52 oil pressure, 52 psi oil pressure. Still on trans brake. And now I let off trans brake, and now she's launching. Yeah, that's all launching right here. So the oil pressure stays up on launch. That's all the way. That's all first gear right there. Like I'm going, I'm rolling. She's rolling, she's rolling, she's rolling, she's rolling. And some RPM does look something a little funky. I think I spun right here, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit of a spin right here. And then up here is where I shift. Right? So RPM, oil pressure stays up there almost the whole shift. Okay. Now, actually, I'll say oil pressure stays about where it is, because this is a stock oil pump in there. I should have put a upgraded one while I had the motor apart. Now I'm gonna go back and put an upgraded one in there. But the only reason I didn't, because before I figured it was running fine without it, and now it's, I don't know. I don't really like 50, low 50 for oil pressure. I want to see it high 60s, 70s for oil pressure. But who knows? I don't know if that's the best thing to do. I can't ask my engine builder because I'm the engine builder. So, I am running Rotella, and Rotella is some pretty darn good oil. So long story short, the baffle definitely helped my oil pressure stay up more than what it was. Let's actually open up an old data log so we can compare what the oil pressure was doing before. I just thought about that. So I'm still running maybe 6.5, 7 quarts. I'm not running, I know I didn't put 8 quarts in there, but I forgot exactly how much I put in there. So that's my bad on that one, fellas. When I change the oil, well, first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark where the dipstick is at now, because it's way over what it is. That's a whole nother thing, because I'm gonna mark the dipstick tube and then keep track of how much oil I'm putting in there. This is at Thunder Valley, ran close to the same time. As you can see, oil pressure is over here, about the same, right? And when I come off the trans brake, and as it starts pulling, all of a sudden oil pressure drops. Not too bad, 47, so it keeps me about 10 PSI. And it comes up again, and it's just moving around a lot. 50, 45.
Oh my gosh.
So basically all I'm seeing that it's doing is stopping that initial drop right there. Kind of when the car's pulling and then it kind of settles back down. Like on the initial hit, adding the baffle just allowed me to run less quarts of oil. Now, how many less quarts of oil, I don't know yet, because I should have kept track of it. Like I said, I think it's 1 less quart of oil. So in the grand scheme of things, like I know I put more than 6 quarts of oil in there, but in the grand scheme of things, spending $200 on that baffle allow me to run 1 less quart of oil, I think. And I mean, is it worth it? I don't know. You be the judge of that, and comment down below and let me know what you think. $200 of oil to save 1 quart. $200 for a baffle to save 1 quart of oil. All right, guys. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and comment down below and let me know what you think. Was it worth it? $200 for a racing baffle to save 1 quart of oil. Is it worth it? I don't know. Let me know what you think. We'll see you next time.